Oh, Stan, no. Bye, Shakespeare. Hey everyone, welcome back for another video. Today I have for you Gravity Falls Season 1 Episode 3 Headhunters reaction. I am very excited to get started on this. And as some of you may know from my recent post on YouTube, I've gotten a little more invested in the mystery element that I thought I would. And the reason why I say that is because of this. I basically fucking put together a whole ass binder full of like sketchbooks and notebooks and a whole bunch of other things. I've wrote the codes down, I wrote symbols down, and I kept notes on everything that's happened or looks suspicious or anything. I've also got, you know, screenshots of certain pages of the book or, you know, certain Easter eggs or whatever the fuck it may be. But yeah, I've gotten a little more invested into the mystery than I thought I would. But yeah, but I guess that makes it more fun. So, but yeah, I'm very excited to continue on Gravity Falls. I am loving the show so far. People have told me that this is the slower season than the next season, which is kind of expected because it's the first season. But there are some great things within this season. So I'm very excited to see what's in store. So before we start, let's just say that if you guys like this reaction and you like what you see, or you just find yourself coming back in the regular, please do like and subscribe. It would really help out a lot. And remember guys, if you want to see the full, uncut, uncensored disaster of a video, please go to the Patreon down below. You can find unedited, full-length reactions there, as well as early access to videos, movie requests, a Patreon Discord server, and many other things. So if that sounds interesting to you guys, go down to the Patreon link down below. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into Gravity Falls Season 1, Episode 3, Headhunters.
I'm afraid you're...
There's the Tiki again. There's fucking Tiki Tower. That is another thing. I will have to rewatch the second episode after this episode. I will have to rewatch this episode. Or not this episode, but last episode. Because the last episode, the code said, next week, return to Butt Island. So, I'm guessing it had... The only thing that I saw within that episode, because I've rewatched that episode like 4 different times. The only thing that I've noticed during that episode is the fucking Tiki Tower. I don't know what it means, but I just saw another one right here. There it is. There's a Tiki Tower right there. Let's see if there's anything around this Tiki Tower. Okay, so it looks like an eagle. What's below that? It looks like, well, buck teeth. So maybe a beaver? Is it that the reference to the beavers in the last episode? So, Tiki Tower of beavers. I don't know. There's the rock face. Okay. There's a Tiki Tower right there. By the way, if I miss a clue or something in this reaction, don't worry. I'm going to be rewatching these episodes a few more times to really scan every like frame or something. So right now I'm just watching to kind of like enjoy it. And then later on I'll do like my investigating of the episode when I rewatch it. So right now I'm just going to try and enjoy the episode. If I see something, then I'll point it out. But for the most part, I'm just going to be enjoying the reaction. So.
Detective will return after these
What the
messages.
Is that like Sherlock Holmes version?
It's easier to find clues when you're that close to the ground.
Saying you could outwit detective.
Mabel, I have very keen powers of observation. For example, just by smelling your breath, I can tell that you have been eating an entire tube of toothpaste?
It was so sparkly.
Whoa! It's a secret wax museum.
They're so lifelike.
Except for that one.
Hello!
It's just me!
What is he doing in here? Yeah, run. Ah, yes, the intro. I love this intro so much, guys. I really do. It's the same. Okay.
It was one of our most popular attractions. Before I forgot all about it. I got them all. Genghis Khan, Sherlock Holmes, some kind of, I don't know, goblin man.
Is that Larry King?
Cheer up, Uncle Stan. Where's that smile? Don't worry, Uncle Stan.
these puppies? Maybe you should carve something from real life.
Like a rock with big arms.
Okay, or something else. Like someone in your family.
Kids, have you seen my pants?
Oh, Stan, no.
I found my pants, but now I'm missing my...
The fuck? Why is he... The fuck is he freaking out like that for? It's just him. The fuck is he freaking out for? I thought he would have been flattered, not freaking out. Those corn dogs. The cars driving by reminds me of something that I found in the second episode. I started scanning like all the frames of the second episode, and I came across Stan's license plate, and it clearly says Stanley. Is that his full name, Stanley? Because it says Stanley Mobile. I thought it said Mabel at first, but then it says Stanley Mobile. That's what it says. I thought it said Mabel at first, and I was so confused. But his name, or the license plate name, clearly says Stanley. So, is that his like full name, or I don't know, but I'm very interested to know about this guy's past or his lore or whatever, because we don't really know much about him, and like I said, he's clearly hiding something. And I also want to talk about some of the stuff that I have also found as well. With the circle page, I started looking around for any characters that might be associated with the circle, and I was also in call with some friends, and I learned some things while I was in there. As I was showing my friends what I have found so far, I actually saw, I don't know why this took me so long to realize, but right next to Stan's icon, there was a code right there in front of my face, and I didn't even know it until then. So I decoded the code, and it said, Stan is not what he seems. So I don't know what that means. Either he is trustworthy or he's really not trustworthy. I think it has something to do with the license plate, with the word, with his name Stanley being there. Stan is not what he seems. Either he's a good guy and they're saying like he's not really suspicious, don't suspect him, or they're saying, yeah, this guy seems a little untrustworthy, but he's actually really untrustworthy. He's not who he says he is. So I think his real name is Stan Lee, not Stan. So it might be some kind of identity theft or something that he's been in, which is why he's laying low in Gravity Falls, Oregon, probably because nobody wants to be here. There's not many like law enforcement here, because I've noticed that there's like not many law enforcement. I've only seen 2 officers within the first 2 episodes that I've seen. So it might be some kind of identity thing, but also I also want to say that I want to take back my theory about Stan being the author, because I realize that that's not the case. Stan is not the author, and that's once again because of the circle. We all know that Stan's icon by now is on his hat. The little claw mark is his symbol on the circle. And as we discussed before, the 6-fingered hand on the circle is the same as the journals, which means that the author of the journals and the 6-fingered hand on the circle is the same exact person. So Stan cannot have 2 symbols at the same time, which means that because his claw mark is the symbol on the circle, means he is not the author of the journals. So I will say that he knows who the author is. That is my suspicion, that he knows who it is, but he himself is not the author, because there's no way he could be in 2 spots at the same time. So yeah, Stan is not the author, but I have a feeling he knows who it is. Those are my theories. That's what I found so far. If I remember something else that I found last episode, I can actually grab the fucking binder, actually. Let me grab the binder. Okay, yeah, there's some other stuff that I have found out, yes. So we all know that the pine tree is Dipper, the shooting star is Mabel, and the question mark is Seuss, as well as Stan being the claw mark. But because I've already know that Wendy is on the circle, I just didn't know what she was yet. But my friend decided to make my job a little easier, and because I told him that I already know that Wendy's on the circle, I just don't know what she is yet, he went ahead and gave me a freebie and told me that she is the ice pack. So I know that Wendy is the ice pack, which means means that we still have to find out who the llama is, the heart is, the demon star is, and the glasses is. And another person that I know who is on the circle, but I don't know what he is McGucket. From the last episode, I know that he is also on the circle, because that same friend had accidentally blurted out that. And I heard him when I shouldn't have. So I already know he's on the circle, but I don't know which one of those 4 it is. The remaining 5 symbols is the hand, the llama, the heart, the demon star, and the glasses, because there's 10 total, and we already have 5 out of the 10. But I know that McGucket is not the hand because he does not have 6 fingers. But yeah, I know that he's also on the circle. Symbol codes. Yes, I found out in the first episode. I watched the first episode again, and there was one page of the journal that had 4 little symbols. It seems like it's a code for something. I don't know what it is, but I wrote the code down in my sketchbook, or I drew the symbols down. I also looked at the intro again. There was symbols when Dipper's name is being shown. Dipper's looking at a bunch of symbols again. More symbols next to the letter F. I don't know what that means, but maybe F is a clue for something. Windows in the shape of Bill. I also found that out. Stan is weirdly obsessed with money. Yeah, so like I wrote all of this down, or like drew it. Like there's the code. Stan is not what he seems right there. And then there were this as well, this little box thing, I've seen this numerous times in pages of the journal, I believe. But yeah, that has been shown a couple times. And then also these 2 symbols as well. I've seen these before as well. And then that's what I was talking about. The page with the 4 codes right there. I drew those out. This is on the page of the zombie, or the zombie page. So I don't know what this is, but it was right next to that too as well. And then some pages have big numbers on them. Like one of the pages had a big ass 2 on it, and then one of the pages had a big ass 5 on it. I also saw that there was a page with something of cursed doors. Yeah, there it is. Okay, cursed doors. I should probably write that down actually. So cursed doors. Case number 28, it says that avoid this door on Main Street with the number 13. Number 13 is the most unlucky number ever, I believe, is what I have read. But I know that 13, the number 13, is unlucky. So, there's also that other symbol. The other symbol that looks like it has a Y at the end. That is also in my sketchbook. That is the second time that I have seen that symbol, as well as the one above that looks like a trident kind of. So dark energy reading 40% higher this year, so clearly there's an eye on that door. I don't know what that means. Maybe it's some kind of portal way. Knock knock, who's there? The forces of evil. So there's something behind this door on Main Street. I think that this is some kind of clue. But yes, this is the stuff that I have found so far. With all that being said, let's go ahead and continue.
I know, right? Your uncle probably bribed him or something.
He bribed me.
Thank you for coming. I made this sculpture with my own 2 hands. It's covered in my blood, sweat, tears, and other fluids. Yeah.
Your flyers promised free pizza with admission to this event. Is this true?
That's fine. That was a typo. Good night, everyone.
That was a typo. Poor guy.
In your face! You need anything? I love this guy. Don't you go nowhere.
He's fucking insane, dude.
No! Black Stan! He's been murdered!
Is that it? That's it? He's not alive, man.
Who would do something like this?
What's your opinion, Sheriff Blubs?
Look, we'd love
I
to
do
help
feel
you,
for Mabel
but
because she
let's
made it.
face the facts. This case is unsolvable.
That voice is fucking familiar. I can't get it out of my head. That voice sounds familiar to me. The sheriff's voice sounds so fucking familiar. I don't know. I can't place my finger on it, but it sounds familiar.
What? You take that back, Sheriff Blubs.
this fancy computer phone. You are adorable.
Adorable?
Oh.
Look, PJ, how about you investigate into the phone?
And we'll see who's adorable.
Aw, this sneeze like a kitten. The lumberjack! Of course!
In your face!
He was
Oh.
furious when he didn't get that free pizza.
We have an axe!
Ah, this
Are you sure her having that is a good idea? Because I'm not.
Just the guy I wanted to see. Where were you last night?
Punching the clock.
You were at work.
No, I was punching that clock.
10 o'clock. The time of the murder. So, I guess you've never seen this before?
Listen, little girl.
Hey, actually,
I wouldn't pick my teeth with that ass. It's left hand.
Left-handed.
Your wife is gonna be beautiful.
yes!
Mabel, big break in the case.
But will she love me?
Mabel's able to fucking make connections with anyone. Hello, my gucket. Yeah.
There's only one person left on this list.
Of course, it all adds up.
Who is that? What is that up there? What is that up there? What is that? Could be nothing. I'll look at it later.
you were hoping that Uncle Stan's new attraction would be the story that saved your failing newspaper. But when the show was a flop, you decided to go out and make your own headline. But you were sloppy, and all the clues pointed to a shabby shoe reporter who was caught left-handed.
Tell me to turn in yesterday's news.
Then where were you the night of the break-in?
Finally, we can be alone. Cardboard cutout of female news reporter Chandra Jimenez.
Ew.
Dude.
Check the axe for fingerprints.
No prints at all.
Boy, I'd be pretty embarrassed if I was you two.
Dude. Nobody should be more embarrassed than you, dude.
But I considered everything. The weapon, the motive, the clues.
A hole. There's a hole in a
Wax
shoe.
Stan's shoe has a hole in it.
All the wax guys have that. It's where the pole thingy attaches to their stand.
They're alive.
What has holes in its shoes and no fingerprints? Mabel, the murderers are
Standing right behind you.
Wax Sherlock Holmes, Wax Shakespeare, Wax Coolio.
I must warn you, these statues come at a terrible price.
$20? I'll just take them when you're not looking.
What?
I said I was gonna rob you.
Fucking Stan.
We've been waiting 10 years to get our revenge on
10 years.
So you were trying to murder Uncle Stan for real?
You were right all along, Dipper. Wax people are creepy.
Yeah.
Now that you know our secret,
You must die.
That's it! We can melt them with hottie melty things.
Anyone move, and we'll melt you into candles. Interview this, Larry King.
My neck! My beautiful neck!
Yep.
Any last words? You got any sunscreen?
got any. What? No.
You know, letting me leave you outside, probably not your sharpest decision.
Outsmarted by a child in short pants.
Case closed.
You sneeze like a kitten. Those policemen were right. You're adorable. Adorable! Man of Wax shall rise again.
You know any limericks?
There once was a dude from Kentucky.
Nope.
Bye, Shakespeare.
Your wax figures turned out to be evil, so he fought them to the death.
I decapitated Larry King.
You kids and your imaginations.
Some case get blocked? I'm so confident you're gonna say no that I'm gonna take a long, slow sip from my cup of coffee.
Actually, the answer is yes.
Oh, Bye, Sheriff!
So, you're a rat. Tell me about that. Hey, get back here. I'm hunting after a rat that stole my ear.
Thanks, Dipper.
There it is.
5 minutes later.
He's still in the vents? Is that what it is? Yes, it is. Okay. Season 1, Episode 3, Headhunters code is he's still in the vents. Alright, everyone. I think that's going to do it for Gravity Falls Season 1, Episode 3, Headhunters. I enjoyed that episode. It's a little different than what we got the last 2 times, you know. But I still enjoyed it. I enjoyed the twist that the wax figures was alive. Let's talk about Stan. Still suspicious of him. Once again, the code that I was given at the circle page, you know, it's making me reconsider if he's a bad guy or a good guy or whatever. But it's still very strange how secretive he is, you know? I don't like how secretive he is. I don't know about him. Seuss, still hilarious as usual. He was barely in the episode, but I still enjoyed it. So was Wendy. Wendy was also barely in the episode. When are we going to get more Wendy? You know, I want more Wendy. I want to learn more about her. Mabel and Dipper, you know, they went on a mission. You know, they had their own little investigation and they actually solved it pretty much. But yeah, there's not really much else to talk about, I think. So other than that, guys, I think that's about it. If you like this video and you like what you see, or you just find yourself coming back on the regular, please do like and subscribe. It would really help out a lot. And remember, guys, if you want to see this full-length reaction, as well as early access to content, movie requests, a Patreon, Discord server, and a whole bunch of other stuff, please go down to the Patreon link down below where you can find all of that. But as always, guys, I hope you enjoyed this reaction, and I'll see you guys later.